Hi friends. So in today's video, I'm going to cover the second role of a HR professional. So the second role is actually about being a change agent or managing change for an organization. Every time we hear about change, it makes us, or rather reminds us, that it is something really uncomfortable. Change is something which none of us like. Change is something which creates a lot of denial and a lot of resistance in our minds. Just think about the current times of COVID. Who would have imagined that we would be sitting in a lockdown situation for 3 months? Big change, big transition, right? Getting used to the new way of life. So like we have this COVID situation, any organization will also have its own possibilities or situations where they will meet change or go through change in some form or the other. So let's look at few typical examples of what kind of change situations a company or an organization can go through. So like I mentioned, the COVID situation basically today has actually pushed a lot of organizations to revisit the business model completely. The revenues are dropping. There are different external challenges you're having because of COVID. So things are changing. That's a change situation for an organization. A merger or an acquisition situation. So when a company decides to merge its business with any other company, or they decide to acquire a company, a small company, where two entities come together, is a big change situation. A shutdown situation. Imagine a factory which was running with a certain number of people, producing certain volumes for you. Today the management decides that it is not a viable option for us to continue. Big change. So the shutdown means shutting down the factory. Means a lot of changes. Or in simple context, if we say a situation where a business decides to review its whole business model itself. The business says, I will get into a completely new, different stream of business and probably, not continue a certain business, will be a large scale change. So change can actually impact an organization from different aspects, with different points that I just mentioned. And where does a HR professional fit in is how do we smartly manage, or how do we ensure that this whole change process happens in a smooth manner, and how quickly can I get an organization from the stage of denial to the stage of acceptance. That is the real success of a HR professional in a change management situation. How smoothly it can happen. That word is important. Because change management is all about dealing with people. It's about dealing with a lot of things, but ultimately it's about dealing with people, because they are the ones who will actually make this change successful, or this change is going to fail. So I try to explain you today a change management situation with an example of a merger and acquisition case study, or an example of how a change is managed when typically a merger and acquisition happens. It's a big change, right? So when a company decides to acquire another brand or another company, there are two companies who are coming together in a M&A situation. So you have a company X, you have a company Y. And M&A is how do I run these two entities together? So there are people from different cultures, systems from different cultures, systems from different cultures. And the strategies are also very different here. So the job starts with how do I make sure that these two teams from different organizations come together, and there is no discussion about you or me. It's about us. So that whole philosophy of bringing that us together is what the HR person or the HR professional will play a critical role in. So let's take a few examples of how that happens in a M&A situation. And in a typical merger and acquisition situation, trust becomes a very important aspect. How you run the whole process of communicating with the organization becomes very important. How you ensure fairness in the whole process of getting the right people on board and off board, how objectively you do it becomes so important. And I always believe that M&A is like a marriage, and to make marriage successful, both the partners have to work together. If one company is basically trying to do its own way, or the other company is not really ready to listen to it, the marriage is definitely going to fail. It is not really going to be a successful marriage. So like I said, the HR professional here will play multiple roles. So starting from getting the whole integration team together, the senior leadership team together, where you will have top management ensure that we have fair representation of the acquired company and the acquirer company, so that both the leadership teams work together, and also try and retain the senior leadership of the acquired company is one of the big roles. The second big role is, how do I really craft the new purpose of the organization? Because organization X had its own way of doing things. Organization Y had its own way of doing things. So how do I create a new purpose or the new values for these two organizations to bring them and talk a common language is going to be a very, very important starting point for us. That is a big piece of change management. So you are talking about my whole way of thinking as a company has to change. So bringing that whole piece together is a lot of work from a culture point of view, which the change agent in this case, HR, is going to drive along with senior leadership. The third piece, which is so important, is about how you manage talent. Because you will have a lot of smart people in both the companies. And typically in a merger and acquisition situation, you will end up in certain cases where you will have multiple roles and the jobs will be lesser. So how do I make sure that my critical talent is retained and I'm absolutely fair and objective in giving the chance to the good people or to the high potential talent is going to be very, very important. How I drive a process of selection in a fair manner so that critical positions are staffed, whether it is from X or Y, is done in a very objective way. And last but not the least, trust me, this is the most critical one. Any M&A situation will always have a very tough situation around letting people go, where you will have to lose some people, where some people will have to be separated, and that will be an extremely unfortunate situation. And that is where HR will play a very, very big role of building that trust, building that respect, being sensitive to those people, and making sure that even that whole process of separation is handled in a very sensitive way. It could be done by following a proper severance policy of that company, following a proper farewell process, and most importantly, also trying to outplace those people, maybe trying to get something for them in some other company through an outplacement agency. So these are simple, small things, but just imagine you ask a person to leave the company, what is going through in his mind? That is where you need to bring this whole piece of being sensitive as a HR person, so that tomorrow when the person leaves, he talks highly about the organization, that the organization did its best to outplace me or to try to position me internally, get me a job. It was not possible, but the company treated me well. So they are like your ambassadors even after leaving the company. So these four things becomes so crucial, and these are all personal experiences that I'm sharing with you today. I have personally seen a couple of M&A situations where I've worked very, very closely. So these four elements become so critical for a change agent. And the best part about being a change agent is you work towards something which is very, very strategic as well. Most of these change management projects or programs are very, very strategic. So I'll end off by saying once again that M&A or any change situation from an M&A context is like a marriage, and both the people or both the parties have to come together to make it successful. I really understand that change is something which is not easy, but it can be smoothened out, and HR will play a very, very important role in making sure that change happens. And the two success criteria of change is: one, we should not lose critical talent. Second, our business should not get impacted very, very badly. Yes, there will be some drop in the business because any change is uncomfortable, but how quickly I prepare my organization and get them from the stage of denial to the stage of acceptance is the whole crux of change management process. So till we meet again, this is Atulya signing off, and we'll catch up in the next video once again. Thank you.